Studio 33 AD, Catholic Media.
Welcome to Studio 33 AD on the road. And right now we are in the wood workshop of Braden Stauts, who's got quite a project going here.
Yes.
I think I've seen something like this somewhere.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Where did you see it?
Is this one of these knockoffs of St. John's Cathedral?
Yeah, this is just the modern version of what's in the cathedral.
That's what we thought. Well, with the Sanctuary Restoration and the reconfiguration of the pews, in particular the aisle that now separates
Right.
the main set of pews, what we discovered is we were lacking two of these screens.
Right.
Well,
This
it's
is-
actually not even two. They're actually four, right?
Why,
Put
yes.
together. So this is one of four parts
One
that
of
you're
four
constructing.
parts, right.
All right, so we got
Yeah, the
this one of
parts
four
right behind
parts. Right, and now this will go in that alley area,
Right.
so we can keep the symmetry.
That's right, and it'll have the kneelers on the back side of it, and the place for the books and all that good stuff.
All right, so when you were first approached to take on a project like this, what were you thinking?
Oh no!
Because this is hours
No, no,
and
no.
hours and
no
hours.
way, Jose! no way, because I mean, this is an enormous project. I mean, it goes back to old school technology, and yeah, I'm using a lot of modern tools, but a lot of it is okay. How did these guys do it back then?
And that
you
took a
take
lot
look
of
at that
planning.
end piece down there.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of turning on the lathe and all that sort of, which I'm not particularly good at, so it's been a frustration. But you know, it's a learning curve. God's helping
And you
me.
worked through it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But you didn't go half-cocked. We've got plans here.
We got plans.
All right, let's bring in Pat there on the camera. And Colleen, she's still trying to hide. So before anything started, you actually drew these up, is that correct?
Oh yeah, sure. That's drafted. This is how you figure it out, figure the dimensions and everything else. And I have to send information to the Marshall Company for new kneelers here, which are, because it's a shorter one. The older kneelers will go on here. Okay. So we can utilize those.
Wow, look at this planning and with a notebook. Well, I see you kept it in inches. You didn't go metric. Yeah, we appreciate that.
No.
Oh, a little metric too?
Oh yeah. You notice?
I thought since you were replicating things from a century ago.
293 millimeters.
Oh, okay, we do have some millimeters.
Yeah.
here.
Why? Because trying to figure out the separation in that distance, which was 123 and 3/8 inches. Okay, how do you fraction that out to 11 different panels? So what you do, you boil it down into the millimeters, and it's really easy.
There you go. This guy's still clicking.
So each panel, you see, is 816 millimeters in height, and the width is, where is it? It is 283 millimeters wide.
All right, so you're constructing four of these,
For the
and they're exact replicas of the existing pew screens.
And then we're going to do 4 additional short screens, they're about 3 feet long, which are for the ADA areas where the wheelchair.
Yeah, because of the new code from a century ago.
Those are coming
So
down later.
what do we have? What kind of wood is this?
This is white oak.
White oak. And where's that grown? Where do you?
Northeast primarily.
Primarily the northeast.
Right. And
So this is the first of 4 that you
Right.
worked on, and then you had to go out and do some color matching as well.
oh
Is
yeah,
that right?
we had a company here that would match the original colors from the.
Let's go remote.
Older pews, like this is from off one of the older pews. So we got the stain color from this, and also they picked up the red and the blue, which is on another one. And the yellow has been a hassle, but we found we have a close match, which is a water-based yellow. So that's going to work out pretty well.
Excellent. So they'll be exact replicas.
Yes.
But there's other elements that you've jigged out as well. So when these are connected, it'll be with these pegs here.
Right. These join the 2 units together, and they were screwed in from the side. Yeah.
Now, approximately, what is one of these 4 panels? How long is one taking?
How long does one take?
Yeah.
If I am uninterrupted, one panel, one unit takes about a month to build. Because each one of these is made from 2 parts, they're laminated together, then use a jigsaw to cut it out, and then the router table finishes the shape, and then we route the arc in it. And then I have to
Okay,
take
now
it.
when the router, I get that, we can make this curve here.
Right.
But when the router comes down here, how did you do that?
Well, that's done by hand. You use a chisel to come in and cut this, and then I have a curved gouge, it's called. And you have to come in and shave it in this direction to keep the curve uniform. Yeah.
To customize.
Yeah, so each one of these, it takes about 20 minutes per panel just to cut these corners.
Well, and then even this intricate work
Well, that, yeah.
for these pieces that will later be painted. So you had to customize all of these as well.
Yeah, these had to be turned on a lathe, okay, and then cut, so for this one. These, fortunately, I was able to purchase from a company in Georgia, okay, the half rounds. So I didn't have to make half rounds.
Okay, thank you, Georgia.
Yeah, right.
But one of the things that struck me for the precision of the work you're doing, we have to go to the end pieces here. Remote. Here we go again. The work you did on this. So is this via lathe? Or
That's
how
on the lathe over there, yes, right, yeah. And
to match what they did, well, over a century ago.
exactly. So I have a basic plan on the shape and so forth, and just each one is slightly different because there's no way I'm ever going to get the same shape. But they're basically follow form from one to the other. And so you turn it on the lathe, then I have a bandsaw, I cut it in half, and then use these 2 pieces are exactly from the same turning, okay? And then these are slightly different, but they're from a different turning.
Now, all this time and effort that you're putting into this, do you have like a guesstimate about how this might help you with purgatory? Usually,
It's my fervent hope
we Catholics, it's just tables and chairs. We figure might
Maybe
take
I
some
get a few
time off in
brownie
purgatory.
points. We're talking about brownie
This
points.
is some serious work. Now, there is no salvation just by works. All right,
That's
so we have that very
exactly
clear.
right.
Don't go all Martin Luther on us again. We have clarity on that. You can't just earn your salvation. But the amount of hours and the precision, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's a marvelous contribution. We have one of the most beautiful churches around, and this was one of the missing pieces.
Missing
So
link.
this will really help to finish off the beautiful pews. And even this, we're going to be adding the little gold on this.
Yes.
Most of us don't even notice these things. We sit in it every week, but thanks to Braden and your support on this, we happen to be here just to kind of help out with crane. But we got Colleen over here. Behind every great carpenter, okay?
We have
there's
a
better
winch,
woman.
and we have a winch.
Later we'll lift her. Well, thanks for tuning in today to Studio 33 AD. And in a nutshell, this is how to build a pew screen.
Pew screen.
Studio 33 AD, Catholic Media.